Hello there my friends, and welcome to my first in-depth review of a car. Hopefully you will enjoy it. I made a survey on the channel and 71% of you wanted to see a car review, so here it is. Today I have a great pleasure to show you a Volvo, one of my favorite cars, the Volvo XC60 D4 diesel, 181 horsepower, front wheel drive. I will show some exterior aspects, also interior design, storage space, fuel consumption, and so on. Some of you may already know this, but if you look at the exterior of this car, you see that is the air design package, which has the rear bumper, wheels, side skirts, that wing on the back, and also front bumper and grille in air design. Also the mirrors are a different color from the body. This is the exterior characteristics of the air design on the Volvo XC60. As I said before, this is a 2014 model, air design, 2-liter diesel, 181 horsepower, manual transmission. The exterior color is a beautiful color. It's called Java Brown Metallic. Let's talk about this car's rivals. Being a premium car, it's in the same segment as the Audi Q5, BMW X3. I think this is a better choice from the three if you don't necessarily want a four-wheel drive car. Most SUVs, compact SUVs and crossovers today are sold only with front-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive. On Volvo, if you want the diesel four-wheel drive, you would need to get the 2.4 diesel. That means higher taxes, higher insurance premiums, and so on. The rivals indeed have the 2-liter 4x4s, the Audi 2-liter 177 horsepower, the same year model as this one, 2014. The X3 has the 2-liter diesel with 184 horsepower. But if you want, if you don't necessarily want a four-wheel drive car, this is the best you can choose. Being a front-wheel drive car, you will have lowered fuel consumption. Also, maintenance cost much lower because there's not so many moving components. I think it's enough introduction. Let's check some aspects of the car. This is how the key fob looks like. You can turn the daytime running lights with it. You can open the trunk. You can lock the car, unlock the car. You can also open all the car windows. Let me get in a better angle when you can see that. Here you go. When you lock the car, if you have the sunroof open, it will automatically close the sunroof. You cannot open the sunroof when you open all the windows. And you have also the hazard button, which can give some people panic on the street. If you hold on it and press it again, you will start the hazards and the horn. You need to... Yeah, sorry about this light. I ordered some cameras and microphone also. Sorry about the sound if it's terrible, but they didn't arrive yet, and I already had this car planned and I had to film it. So you can close the trunk from here. You can stop it from here, close it again. You also have an interior button to open the trunk. So inside the trunk, a decent space. You don't have where to store the compartment, but it's quite smartly done, this trunk. You have this partial which opens up. You can hook baggages, shopping to not swerve around here. 12-volt electrical plug in the trunk. Here you have a storage space for fire extinguisher, a high visibility vest if you wanted, first aid kit, and everything you need. You also have this hook, and it's a bit hard with one hand. You can put it like that and have a better access here. Unfortunately, is not this model doesn't come with a spare wheel. You have a compressor and the fixing gel. It's a great alternative, this compressor and gel, if you only have a puncture, but if the tire is somewhat cut, it will not be sufficient. So this is the trunk. Let me close this for you. Dual exhausts on the Air design model. Also, you can mount a tow hook. The tow hook can be easily removed if you press this down and pull it up. In some European countries, you can only have the tow hook on only if you're towing. If you're not towing anything, the tow hook must be removed. So yeah, this is the trunk end of the car. Let's open the hood, check the engine a bit, and then we'll get to the interior. The hood release is very simple, like in most cars is here, but that's on the inside of the car. But on the outside of a car, it's a tricky thing. Most people will check on the middle of the car for the hood release, but on Volvo XC60 is here on the side of the car. The hood is with telescope. It's a telescopic hood. No need to put a metal bar to hold it. This car has 180 kilometers, 180,000 kilometers. That's roughly 110,000 miles. It looks pretty good. Here you have your washer fluid for, sorry about the bad focusing, washer fluid. It's a 6-liter reservoir, because you also have headlights washer. I don't like this characteristic. You can deactivate the headlight washer to work only the windscreen washer. They both work at the same time. Sometimes I find that annoying. Here you have your steering fluid, your hydraulic fluid, and here you have your brake fluid. Pretty clean engine, nicely done this compartment. Obviously, being a Volvo, one of the safest, if not the safest cars in the world, you can see it's not much room for wiggle, let's say like that. The battery can be a bit hard to remove. This is a battery. Have to this middle part is not removable, so this is under the hood. Let me close the hood. The inside of the car. Let me start in the back. Decent space, nothing exceptional, or is not worth it. An average space in the back for rear passengers. If you look to the doors, you will see that also in the back and in the front is not that much storage space, and that's because the doors are heavily reinforced for side impact. I don't consider this a disadvantage for storage. I really like that you can see physically that you're in a safe car. Also, if you look at this center pillar, it's probably the thickest center pillars I have ever seen. The Air design, you also have leather seating. You have a central armrest with the storage space, and also some pretty nifty glass holders. Yeah. Rear center headrest, heating vents on the center pillars, and the sunroof, we will open it immediately, comes all the way back to the rear seats. Sorry again for this light. You see beautiful art design seats with 3 memories for the driver. The passenger can't. The passenger seat cannot memorize seating positions. On the driver's door, you have your lock windows, lock doors, power mirrors, and power windows, front and back. Also the storage space in the front. As I said, in the back it's a bit small, but better to have reinforced doors than storage space for bottles. That's what I say. Also, being air design, you have this beautiful steering wheel that also says air design here. You have sports pedals. Also on air design models, on the interior you have a darker center console with the silver strip going all the way up. Let's talk about a bit the driver's control. Here you have the electronic brake. You push it to activate it, pull it to deactivate it. Your interior lights intensity, rear fog lights. This model doesn't have the front fog lights. Auto headlights. You can also open the trunk from the inside, and the fuel cap release button. Even though the door storage is a little bit small, you have quite enough room here. Have 2 cup holders, 12-volt socket here. One annoying thing about these cup holders, I'm guessing it could be a problem even if you have the automatic, but being a manual, they get a bit in the way when you're shifting gears. Even if you have a small coffee or even a small water, it can get a bit in the way. And later on, you have to insert the key fob here and press the start button. This car is equipped with the digital display. You can change the themes. The performance theme would show you the rev count and the speedo in the middle. Let me turn the music off. You have the eco, which is focused on having an efficient fuel consumption. You will see you have this bar here. Once this arrow reaches the top, you will get an award for efficient driving. And you have the LNGs, which is slightly darker blue. Here you see the water temperature and the RPM on the other side. Each of the themes, they have a contrast mode, which when you activate it is slightly reducing the colors of the interior. But the cars also have the navigation system. You can control all the car's functions, including the sound, from these buttons here. All I find much easier from this control here. So if you click exit, for example, it will get in the main screen of the car, and with this swivel wheel we can choose what we want to see. Press it to click. For example, this car has active by xenon lights which turn around. Let's see some trip statistics. So the average fuel consumption in the last 161 kilometers is 6.5 liters for 100 kilometers. I don't know how much is in gallons, how many miles to the gallon is that. So it's a pretty decent fuel consumption. This is an average fuel consumption, also city, highway and side roads. Taking in consideration that you have 181 horsepower, I think it's a pretty nicely done. Climate control, auto climbing. You can already hear it starting. Let me just close that. direction of the airflow. Here you can activate the rear camera with guidance, and if you press again on the cam, you will see that it has a bit of zoom, so you can zoom in if you want to see closer in the back. Sunroof, you can, I really like this control. It's just one button to power it. If you press up, back, stop, close. It's moving quite fast also. So yeah, beautiful interior. Sorry about bad focusing. All the plastic is really soft. I don't know if you can see this. All the way here is not that scratchy. Leather also on the doors, metal trimmings. You have shortcut buttons here for navigation, radio, media, telephone, car settings. But as I said earlier, I really find it easier with this steering, with swivel wheels. Here you have your cruise control buttons. Press it to activate it, and on the plus button you just select a speed and the car will maintain. So yeah guys, this was the review for the Volvo XC60 2014 D4. Hope you enjoy it. Please leave comments on what can I improve, what cars do you want to see next, and have a great day. Bye.